growth strategist, Donna Ambler. Let me tell you about Ted. Maybe you'll recognize yourself. Ted's the majority owner of the third largest business in their niche. And they've had steady growth and consistent, net profit for about 20 years. Now they're at a plateau right now. Tom is the minority owner, and he's been the president of the business for a while. Now, recently, other members of the management team have been getting impatient with Ted and Tom. They're kind of wondering, are we going to be riding on our laurels? Are we going to be, we're proud of our company and its accomplishment. But, and they're quietly kind of going out and having beers together, wondering, do we actually have to leave to get some new technology and embrace some new best practices faster? They want it to move faster. All right, so here's my question. They're at a plateau. What do you think? Are they headed for growth or free fall? Now, no vignette gives you enough information about a situation to tell you everything, so don't get ahead of yourself. But there is enough here for me to ask some questions, so listen to some of the questions I might ask as your first wave. I would like to know if Ted and Tom are actually focused too much on the past. It may seem it to the managers, but they might not actually be. They might be frozen related to succession or not knowing how to figure things out, but the managers are seeing them as not looking at the future. They may become risk adverse, and so that they don't want to take some of the chances that the managers think they should still be able to take. So there's a lot of reasons why it looks like the top has slowed down. Maybe the other members of the management team might not be as ready to become executives as they think they are. So I would wonder that. Would Ted be looking at selling the company? Is he secretly looking outside and not offering some shares to the individual managers? That can be pretty offensive if they never even had a chance to buy in, even if it looks like they don't have a lot of money. You don't want to presume that, because it can really, you can look like you're taking your managers out at the knees by selling it out from under them. Are the managers irritated at Ted and Tom because they just need some updated strategic planning, something more exciting, something more interesting, something more future-oriented? See, one of the things that I wonder about is if they're really bright people, the care and feeding of really bright, talented people matters. And if they don't have something challenging, if they don't have, something exciting that gives them like that equal dose of fear and excitement, bright people tend to want to leave. They need that. It's like fuel for their brain. They don't want to ride on yesterday's strategies. So here's my question. If you're in that kind of situation, and a lot of baby boomers are, they're Ted and Tom, and they don't even know it. While you're trying to figure out succession and develop your leaders and figure out the value of your business and when do you want to retire, because there's that whole parallel agenda. Does your team, does your company deserve an updated strategic plan to keep the managers excited, to keep them in the game, to keep them learning, to keep them improving, keep them generating profit, frankly? Because if you don't, you might kill the goose that laid the golden egg. One of the primary causes of plateaus isn't just becoming risk adverse or, not wanting to let go of control. It's also if yesterday's strategy has been played out. Take a look at the data of your plateau. Has your strategy been played out? If it has, are you positioned for growth after this plateau or free fall? Food for thought. This is the growth strategist, Donna Ambler, with your strategy tip of the week.